What is good, YouTube? LightsEverywhere12 here, back with another Pokemon Showdown battle for you guys. And today, we have a UU battle. Not usually the OU, because I could have done OU. I don't know why I didn't do OU, but it's UU this time. And as always, or as I'm going to try to do from now on, we're going to do a quick team prep video for you guys. Beginning part-ish thing. So yeah, if you want to skip this part though, there will be a timestamp down in the description below that you can click to go ahead and go straight to the battle. But let's get started. So first we have Tails the Electivire. I named it Tails because of its tails, and it looks like tails. It's not really a good joke. Doesn't make much sense, but yeah, we got Tails the Electivire. It's holding a Choice Band with Motor Drive as the ability with Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Hammer Arm. 250 or max attack, max speed, Adamant Nature with 4 in special defense. Gonna live all those Earth powers. It's Adamant instead of Jolly because of Motor Drive. If I was rocking Vital Spirit maybe, which I don't know why somebody would run Vital Spirit, that doesn't make any sense to me. It increases its speed if it gets hit with an electric attack, so I could like predict a Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, or something, and then swap it into Electivire to raise its speed. Choice Band is here to help it hit harder, which is why we're Adamant. Get the most power we can out of Electivire. And I was actually going to consider, instead of Hammer Arm, putting Fire Punch on it. But, as you will see later, we already have a Fire type to cover that, so I didn't need it. Instead, Ice Punch is there for coverage, as well as Hammer Arm and Earthquake. And of course, Thunder Punch is there for coverage. Thunder Punch is also considered instead of Wild Charge because they both have 100% accuracy, but Wild Charge does recoil while Thunder Punch doesn't, and Thunder Punch also has a chance to paralyze as well as Wild Charge, and doesn't. Its power is slightly, it's like 50 points less, but I think it's a better trade-off because we get no coverage or get no recovery. So. Moving on, we have Hawkmoth, the Mandibuzz here. The female Mandibuzz. I don't know why it's female. It should be male. I don't know why I clicked female. But it's alright. It's over. Anyways, it's holding Leftovers with the ability Overcoat, so not putting it to sleep with Sleep Powder, poisoning it with Poison Powder, or paralyzing it with Stun Spore. It has Taunt, Toxic, Defog, and Knockoff. I could have taught it Roost. Which is why it's holding Leftovers instead of. I probably would have gave it Leftovers, even did have Roost. Defog was considered instead of Roost to get rid of hazards. Taunt is there just so that people, if I predict that they're gonna like Will-O-Wisp or like set up hazards, I can taunt. Or if their Leech Seed just gets annoying, I can just taunt them because it goes through a substitute, thankfully. Toxic is there for stallers, and Knockoff is there just for an offensive move and to knock off any item that I want. So it's pretty convenient that Mandibuzz gets that. And the IV spread is a little wonky. We have max attack, 160 in defense, 96 in special defense. Because if you look at those base stats, defense and special defense are literally only 10 points apart. So it could potentially be a special wall. But even then, it's probably still not eating up a Thunderbolt or Moonblast. Yeah. And it's Impish instead of Careful because it's more of our physical wall than as our special wall. But I still wanted to give it some special bulk, so that's why it has 96 in special defense. Moving on, we have Finn the Floatzel, and I really like that nickname for Floatzel. I think it fits it beautifully, and Floatzel is just one of my favorite 4th Gen Pokemon. It's just so amazing. It doesn't beat Gliscor, but it is up there in the scale. I love Floatzel. I looked at Weasel once Ash got it, once Dawn got it, and it's just Weasel was just such a cool Pokemon. I loved it. And then I saw Floatzel, and I was like, man, this is an even better Pokemon. But that's enough of that. Anyways, it's rocking Leftovers with Water Veil, so it can't get burned. It's holding Leftovers instead of like a Choice Band or a Life Orb because it has Bulk Up, and Bulk Up would be good if we got some recovery with that because it does raise our defense, so you can potentially eat up a physical hit, except Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch might be a stretch, but it's also rocking Aqua Jet for priority sakes in case we can't outspeed them. Plus, if we're running Bulk Up, Aqua Jet's going to hit really hard as well as Crunch and Ice Punch, but the Crunch and Ice Punch don't get the priority, but they're just there for coverage for those Dragon types, Dark type, or not Dark types, Ghost types, etc., etc. But we're rocking, or we have our spread of max attack and speed, Jolly Nature, and 4 in special defense, because why not? Eat up all those thunders. And next we have Beep Boop, the Registeel, with the leftovers and Clear Body. This is my quote-unquote special wall that potentially can become a physical wall, because it has Curse, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Iron Head. I actually never used Registeel. This is my first time ever using a Registeel, and the only time I've used it unintentionally, though, was whenever I was doing actual random battles where Pokemon Showdown gives you Pokemon. And then it had I think it had a set just like this. I don't know about the spread and item, but I think it was Rockin' Curse, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Iron Head, and I never really used Curse. I just just kept spamming Iron Head whenever I first used it. But now that I'm using it with leftovers and stuff, Curse with Clear Body actually takes lives, because Intimidate does nothing. If you burn it, I can Rest, and then Sleep Talk, I can go with Iron Head or Curse. And since I'm rocking out Careful Nature with max special defense and HP, I'm eating up those Fire Blasts. Eating up Fire Blast, Focus Blast. Send it my way, I will eat it up and hit you with an Iron Head. It might not be very effective, but it will do something. So yeah, that's our special wall in Registeel. And next up we have our Fire type, which I was talking about earlier. Ant-Man the Heatmore with a Life Orb. And now Flash Fire, it's got a lot of people off guard whenever I first use it. I guess because Heatmore is one of those Pokemon that you don't usually see. I think it's NU. It's either NU, RU, or PU. Because I know it's definitely not UU or OU. But Ant-Man here is max special defense, 248 in HP, and 8 in special defense. I actually do not know why these are not 31. That does not make any sense to me. But that is that. Modest Nature, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Will-O-Wisp, and Ice, or HP Ice. HP Ice was it's just there. I guess you could say it's for coverage, but I didn't really know what else to slap on it, so I just gave it Ice, because I wanted to become Elsa, but it couldn't. So Hidden Power Ice is the best that I could give it. Maybe I should have named it Elsa and made it a female. Who knows? And last but not least, we have Sperm the Carablast, holding a Focus Sash with the Swarm ability, with the moves Mega Horn, Knock Off, Toxic, and Protect, max attack and speed, Adamant Nature, and 4 in HP for... Actually, I don't even know why this 1 point even matters. I could just, I could slap it anywhere. It really wouldn't matter. But it's holding the Focus Sash with Swarm for Mega Horn. If I'm holding the Focus Sash and I'm brought down to 1 HP, Swarm will activate, and then I'll make my Bug type attacks do 1.5 times more damage, or give it 1.5 times more power. Which Mega Horn has base 120 power, and it's just insane, because it'll just, if it doesn't miss, it'll hit really hard, and it's great. And then we have Knock Off here, just in case I wanted to knock off an item with the Focus Sash. Toxic, Protect, of course, work together. I can Toxic them, the next turn Protect, stalling out the Toxic even longer, and hopefully killed off with one of my other Pokemon, because Sperm is not living, and I never really get double Protects off. That's just not a thing. So anyways, now you get to see all these Pokemon in action in the battle, so I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I start out with Andabuzz, and he starts out with Quick Style, and then he swaps to the Dual Blade, because, I don't know why he swapped to Dual Blade. But, I went for Taunt, so he could instead of Swords Dances. Now I swap to Ant-Man, so I can do damage to him. And here, I want to go for Will-O-Wisp, because Axew can actually punch somewhat hard. And I wanted to cut that attack in half. And Aquatail's still doing a third to me, so I think it was a pretty good choice. Now I swap to Hoopa. Who knows why? Probably because he needs to eat up a hit. I don't know. And then, oh, he wanted me to trick, that's why, that makes sense. And I swap back out to Hawkmoth, because I do a Psychic type attack or a Ghost type attack. And I just go for Knock Off again, because it would have been 4 times effective, filling off Koopa, but oh well. now here I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and it actually hits the Crocodile instead of the Dual Blade, which is actually even better. But Crocodile still ends up finishing me off. It's Sky High Attack, gets a Moxie boost, and here we actually learn that it's Life Orb instead of Choice Scarf, which is why the knockoff for turn 1. And here the Grimer starts setting up curses, and then next turn so do I. And there we go, curse. And I think I go for another curse, but then he sets up a nasty plot, which really scares me. Because Beep-Boop might be defensive, but not too defensive. And he misses the first Focus Blast, which is amazing. Then I go for Iron Head. Wish I would have finished it off, but it wasn't enough. And land the second one, but I live it, thanks to that careful nature, and finish it off with an Iron Head. And then he just, I'm gonna leave Registeel here just to finish, just so I can get a clean swap into my next Pokemon. But Crocodile does finish it off, sadly, you know, kind of effects, but still super effective. Anyways, I was gonna go for an Aqua here, but learning from last time, I just go for Bulk Up, and he swapped, and then sends out Axew, which I finish off with an Ice Punch. Here I go for a Bulk Up again, because I thought it would go for a Curse, but it doesn't. And I get a Crunch Off, finishing it. And I thought it would poison me, Poison Jab, or I'd get poisoned with Poison Touch, but either way, I still killed it. Yeah. And I finished Crunch off, or finished Dual Blade off with Crunch, Crocodile off with an Aqua Jet, and Seal, I think I finished with 2 Crunches. Yeah, 2 Crunches. And I get the defense drop, so yeah. And he goes for Toxic, because he's probably like, well, I can't do much. And that was that battle. Now, I'm trying to figure out why he had 3 little Pokemon. Like, he had Seal, which could have been a Dugong. He had Axew, which could have been a Haxorus, and he had Grimer, which could have been a Muck. I think Muck is UU. I don't know Tears, but I know Haxorus is UU because I've used Haxorus before. Same as Crocodile, and I think this battle is UU tier. So Hoopa's UU or below. But yeah, sadly I didn't get to use Electivire or the Carablast. Would have been great if we could have sent in Carablast against a Crocodile, get a Mega Horn off, finishing it. That would have been amazing. Electivire could have done work against the Seal, could have done work against the Crocodile if Crocodile did not speed. Could have even done work against the Dual Blade or the Grimer because of Earthquake. So yeah, I don't know. Electivire just wow. Okay. Electivire just really didn't get a chance to shine in this battle, but maybe some other time. If you're confused about any part of this battle and why we chose the moves that we did, or what movesets we have, items, and IVs, as well as natures, they are all in the video prep at the beginning of this video, so go and watch that if you're interested. But without further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I have, and I will see you all in the next battle. Later.